All right, so you want to get into fasting, right? You hear about the benefits that could come from it. You know the spiritual powers that you gain from it. It's not just about the losing weight to you. You're really dealing with a whole bunch of strongholds. You're dealing with lust. You're dealing with gluttony. You're dealing with anxiety. You're dealing with all these things, right? And you started picking up your Bible and you seeing the powers that come from fasting. And you want to get into it, right? Cool. You decide to start incorporating fasting into your, daily routine. You may start doing intermediate fasting. You may start doing like dry fasting. You may start doing water fasting. So you're doing nothing but water for 24 hours or 3 days or a couple of days. And you're trying to do this for a longer period of time. But we also got to talk about what to expect when you start fasting. And this is very, very key. So you're not caught off guard when these things start happening and you're like, am I crazy? Is this the right thing for me? Should I be fasting or whatever the case may be, right? So I'm gonna share with you guys 4 things that you can expect once you start fasting. And if you may be experiencing this stuff now, trust and believe you're not alone. There's a reason why these things are happening. So number one, Satan will attack you through temptations and other people. Let's break this down. So let's say, for example, you are dealing with gluttony, right? And this applies to any stronghold that you're dealing with. You decide that I'm gonna go on a 24-hour water fast, that's it. And the one day that you decide, now at first, you may not, at first, everything's going good. You're getting that dopamine rush. You're in that honeymoon phase. At first, things may be good. You may not really be having too much issues. Of course, like if you're used to gluttony, if you're used to eating, of course, you're going to get tempted. Of course, you're going to be like, you want to eat and X, Y, and Z, all these things like that. And understand that these are attacks from the enemy. You're driving to work or from work, all of a sudden you see these billboards, these signs, buy one, get one free. Now all of a sudden DoorDash, Uber Eats that you was on every single night. Now all of a sudden they sending you emails, buy one, get one free, half off, everything, X, Y, and Z. All of a sudden, on the day that you decide to start fasting and that you really want to go all in with this and start taking it serious, all of a sudden that random friend or that random family member hits you up. Yo, I'm having this thing at my house. I'm having a bonfire. I'm having a cookout. I'm having this. And I would really want you to come over. I really want you to meet my family. I really want you to X, Y, and Z. All of a sudden, they never hit you up before. Now, all of a sudden, they want you to pull up. There's a reason behind this. And what can easily happen is when you fall into those snares, those attacks, those temptations, what can happen is you could be like, you know what? Well, I don't want to make them feel bad, so I'm gonna go anyway. I'll start it again tomorrow. And that's what Satan wants you to do, because tomorrow's going to come and then something is gonna happen. Yeah, I'll start it again. I'll start it at the next week, right? I'll start it next week. And that is how Satan can attack you through those temptations. Let's say you were dealing with drinking or smoking, right? Those friends that you used to smoke with all the time and have been talking to forever, all of a sudden you randomly go to the gas station and you see them. And they're offering like, yo, let's get together, let's smoke, like let's chill. I got you this time. Back then you were always the one doing it for them. Now they got you this time. You start getting offered free tree. You start getting offered free drinks because Satan knows, especially when you're doing it with the intentions to grow closer to God. Because some people, they just fast because they just want to lose weight. Satan don't care about that. When you are doing it to break free from strongholds, that's when Satan's going to turn up. I'm telling you guys, read the Bible, read the story of Jonah to show how powerful fasting can be. God was about to destroy that entire city because those people were wicked and they were living in so much sin. God was ready to take them out. Jonah told him what's very happen. And everybody, the king, even the animals, they all dry fasted. They went on a fast and they repented and they gave up their wickedness. And guess what? God turned away his wrath from that city. That is so powerful. So Satan knows type time that you're on. And think about it. This is like a video game. When you were a level 10 in X, Y, and Z, Satan was sending his level 10s. He was messing with you. Nothing like, the huge, right? But now you start fasting and really repenting from those sins. You're going from a level 10 to a level 50, my brothers and sisters. And Satan is not about to send a level 10 your way. Satan's going to send those level 50s. And like I said, those will be your best friends, your exes, those closest family members to you. The thing that you was struggling with the most, the thing that you desired the most, that's what he's going to send your way. So you got to expect that and be ready to fight off of that and put on the full armor of God. A bonus would be, people may ask, well, how do I overcome this? Do exactly what Jesus did. Go read Matthew chapter 4. Because Jesus, when Satan came and tempted him after he fasted for the 40 days and 40 nights, Jesus didn't lean into his own understanding. Proverbs chapter 5 tells us, lean not into your own understanding. In all things that you do, acknowledge God, and he will direct your paths. So use the word to fight off those attacks. Don't try to do it on your own. Use the word to fight off those attacks. You're getting tempted, right? The scriptures say, submit to God, resist the devil, and he shall flee. Keep on saying that. Every single time you get tempted to, let's say, go eat or open up the website, so wherever the case may be, submit to God, resist the devil, and he shall flee. Submit to God, resist the devil, and he shall flee. You keep on saying that over and over and over again. Number 2 is people will start looking at you like you're crazy. This is why it is very important that when you start fasting, do not do what Jesus told us in Matthew chapter 6. Is don't be like those people who blow the trumpet, who wearing it on their faces and letting everybody know that they're fasting. And the reason why I say people will start looking at you crazy is because, let's say, for example, you were somebody who was dealing with gluttony and you was always eating. You was always eating. You was getting the biggest place at the event. You was going to all the events, like on the weekends, weekdays, every single event. You was always there. Let's say in your own household, you're always eating 4 or 5 meals a day, right? And all of a sudden you stop. Now you're not eating at all. You're only eating 1 time a day. Well, I'm not hungry right now. But they asked you at 10 in the morning if you were hungry, and you said no. And they asked you again at 5 p.m., the same person that was eating 5 meals a day, you said, no, I'm not hungry. 9 p.m., did you eat today? Nah, I wasn't hungry today. What? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? The next day come, you do the exact same thing again. I think, that's not good. Like, that's not healthy for you. Like, if you don't eat, you're gonna have issues. The next one is, are you okay? Is everything, are you sick? Good example that just popped in my mind was in Galatians chapter 1, right? When Paul went away, when God called Paul, the same one that was persecuting the church of God, God called him away. And when he came back, the people looked at him so differently. It's like, wait a minute, you're the same exact person that was persecuting his name. Now you're spreading the truth and changing people's lives and bringing people closer to God. The same one that you was taking people away from. People are going to look at you like that. Wait a minute, the same one that was coming out to the parties, coming out to the clubs all the time with us. Now all of a sudden he don't want to come no more. The same one that we used to smoke all the time. Now he don't want to rock with us no more. Something wrong with him? Is he going through something? That's all. That's what they always think, that, are you going through something? And you can't get mad or upset at them. They don't know. Some people, they just want the best for you. They seriously are concerned. Some people don't know. So you can't get mad or upset at those people. This is just what to expect. And you don't want to let those people that look at you like you're crazy make you think that you're crazy. And you start to believe it. That maybe I shouldn't be doing this fast and stuff. But everybody else, like, they keep on scolding me and looking at me weird from it. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe it really does. Maybe it really will mess up my health and all this X, Y, and Z. Now, I'm no fitness mathematician or whatever you want to call it, right? Nutritionist, whatever. If you got health issues, that's different. Number 3, very key. You will be able to break free from strongholds a lot easier. So, and I say this is something to expect. When you were dealing with gluttony or X, Y, and Z, don't be surprised when all of a sudden it's a lot easier for you to, let's say, for example, you had a problem where you were scrolling through social media or playing video games, watching TV all the time. Don't be surprised when you start fasting and you start breaking free from that and you start like gaining that spiritual strength, that all of a sudden it's like, yo, wait a minute, I'm not, every time I'm in like deep work focus mode, I'm not picking up my phone every 2 seconds and looking at social media. I'm not watching Netflix all day. I may watch 1 episode and that's it. Like, I really say that's it. I'm not about to, let me watch the next episode. I used to always get tempted to want to go out and drink. Now it's easier for me to say no. I used to always want to go smoke all the time. Now it's easier for me to say no. I used to always be so quick to open up my mouth and run my mouth and, gossip and share everything that's going on. I used to be so quick to talk. Now I'm a lot quieter. Now I'm a better listener. You shouldn't be surprised when that's happening. Those are the benefits that come with fasting. Embrace it and thank God for it, which goes with number 4. Your spirit grows, and God will wake you up from the deceptions that the world has taught us, especially the fitness slash food industry. And the reason why I say this, the fitness slash food industry, because like a lot of people, you guys know that like fasting, it can be from not just food, but majority when they do fasting, they think of food. And what does like a lot of the fitness industry tell us? You got to eat 4 or 5 meals a day. You got to calorie track, and then God will start opening up your mind to these things. These are man-made stuff. Calorie tracking is nowhere in the Bible. How many calories, weighing it, and using the apps and X, Y, and Z and all this stuff like that, that is a man-made thing. And when you realize it and God starts showing you so much, it's like, wait a minute. Back then, they weren't calorie tracking, eating 4 or 5 meals a day. If they had one meal a day, they was grateful for that. They had to go back and hunt for their food. If there was only whatever animal was in that area or whatever plants and stuff like that, they had to use that. And if it was a scarce amount of it, if it was a big family, hey, they had to ration it. They wasn't eating a whole big plate. They just had to eat what they had to eat. A little bit, they had to preserve it for later on, right? But now, what do we have? We have Uber Eats. We have DoorDash. We have all these things where you can get everything ordered to you right then and there. We got grocery stores. You don't need to go hunt. You don't need to go, plant fruits and stuff and grow your fruits and stuff. You can go to the grocery store and get it. Easy, right? Kill the animals and stuff like that. Go to the grocery store. They already got it packaged and ready for you, right? So guess what? That's easy to promote gluttony. You got to eat 4 or 5 meals a day. And if you don't eat 4 or 5 meals a day, you're not going to hit your calorie goal. You're not going to get this and you're not going to do this. You're going to lose all the muscle that you put in the work to gain and all this X, Y, and Z. You have to hit this goal. You have to hit this goal. What? You're not tracking calories. You need to track calories if you want to see consistent gains and all this type of stuff. And I get it. I get it. It's a business in the fitness industry. It's a business in the food industry. It's a business. I get it. But you won't be a part of that deception no more. And you will no longer feel that. It's like, yo, if I just eat the clean foods that God made for us and not all the extra stuff, oh, like you got to get the process, the protein powders, an extra gram of 30 grams of protein. It's easy for you to get your protein in. Instead of getting it from meat, the things that God created, let's give them this protein powder. That makes it so much easier to get into. All you do is 2 scoops. That's 60 grams, right? And it's a lot easier for you to drink it and all this stuff like that. I get it. I get it. I used to do it as well. I used to be in the deception. And once God woke me up to it, I'm like, wow, I was truly, really deceived. And like I said, it makes people put more focus on hitting a calorie goal, hitting their daily calories than their daily bread from the word. People will not miss a single day, hit their calorie goals, protein goals every single day, will not miss a beat, but will go 2 weeks, a month without opening up their Bible. A big deception. Hopefully this video did edify you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other videos that you guys want me to make. Love you all so much. I appreciate you all for tuning into the channel. Truly does mean a lot. I'm going to continue to keep spreading the word regardless if it's just one person watching. Love you guys so much, and I'll catch you all in the next one.